Good day, everyone. Our topic today examines the intersection of agricultural innovation, economic viability, and sustainability. We, my group and I, have structured this discussion into three separate segments. First, I will walk you through the economics of modern farming methods, focusing on how efficiency gains translates into profits and what that means for traditional agriculture. Next, my friends Nash and Ethan will discuss how these technologies affect the livelihood of people across agricultural supply chain, from farmers to consumers, and how this connects to sustainable development goals. Finally, Matthew and Carl will explore the environmental dimensions, covering precision farming, renewable energy, integration, and carbon farming practices. First, let us begin with my part. So now I want to focus on a straightforward question. When farming becomes more efficient, who benefits and who gets left behind? Now keep that in mind. So first, what has changed? Modern methods like vertical farming, aquaculture, and controlled environment systems are now far less labor intensive. They use significantly less water, sometimes up to 90% less, because the water is recirculated and reused within the same system, and crops are grown in an enclosed space. Pests are less of an issue, reducing pesticide use, and yields are more consistently higher because conditions are optimized all year round, and those are some measurable facts. Now, what are the economic consequences of these results? So, when these methods produce more food at a lower cost, overall supply tends to increase and prices tend to drop. For traditional farmers who do not have access to these technologies, their production costs stay the same. However, market prices still fall. Over time, this makes it hard for them to stay competitive. And finally, how does this affect funding? Government and private investors tend to channel support towards methods that show clear efficiency and scalability, so modern operations attract capital. However, traditional farmings are increasingly seen as higher risk with less rewards and also limited growth potential. Support thus gradually shifts away. To wrap it up, the efficiency of modern agriculture is real and the profits are also real, but this transition creates economic pressure on those who cannot adapt. That tension between innovation and inclusion is something policy needs to address. And now let's go back to the question. When farming becomes more efficient, who benefits and who gets left behind?
Now, to give emphasis on the people, let us now discuss how modern technologies have impacted the livelihood of the people. Modern technology has helped the people, especially farmers, in improving productivity together with their income. New technologies have provided more efficient agricultural processes, which has made their work easier. Such technologies are modern machines, drones, improved seeds, and smart irrigation systems. Because of these improvements, production has gotten better and has increased earnings of some farmers, and on a nationwide perspective, it has then led to the improvement of the Philippine agricultural system. However, this has led to challenges where modern technologies replaced manual labor work of farmers. The lack of technological literacy of our Filipino farmers and the large costs of these technologies, which our farmers couldn't afford, are also some of the issues. Modern farming technologies can be expensive, making it unaffordable for small farmers. Health and environmental concerns are also an issue regarding these challenges. If such technologies are improperly used, such as if chemicals are overused or pollution due to the usage of such machineries. Modern technology may streamline the agricultural process and provide better income along with making production more efficient. But it also has adverse effects that makes modern farming still impractical under the current state of the Philippines and the Philippine agricultural system. Now I'll pass on this video to Mr. Ethan Patrick M. Serda.
Modern agricultural technologies in today's generation help improve farming efficiency and sustainability. The technology that they use today are precision farming, uses technology and data to reduce waste and improve productivity; vertical farming, which allows crops to grow in limited spaces by using vertical layers; organic farming promotes healthier soil and safer food by avoiding harmful chemicals; and also the drip irrigation systems, which conserve water by delivering water to plant roots. These technologies have created opportunities for Filipino farmers by increasing their crop yields, lowering production costs, and improving income. They also support the growth and sustainability of the Philippine agriculture sector, in which the SDG 13, which is a climate action and carbon farming sustainable development goal, which helps reduce greenhouse gases emissions. That carbon farming could be used as an example that helps improve soil health and farm productivity by maximizing the process of photosynthesis. It also stores more carbon in the soil, which instead releases it into the atmosphere, which helps reduce the effects of climate change. When looking at today's impacts of the new agricultural technologies, one of the factors is the livelihood of the farmers itself. It could also help increase crop yields by reducing physical labor and also improve their access to information in today's market. However, it's also important to consider how they would accept and adapt to such technologies, since the opinion of the farmers matter the most when they benefit from such technologies.
Sustainable technologies are another powerful tool for transforming agriculture into a more environmentally friendly system. With climate change and environmental degradation becoming major global concerns, of course, our agriculture and the industry itself must evolve, specifically with the technology that we use in agriculture. Well, thankfully, recent innovations in these fields are helping our fellow farmers not only produce crops more efficiently, but also help protect our planet. So it is a win-win.
The agriculture industry is currently undergoing an unprecedented major transformation in the 21st century. These improvements were made because there is a need to ensure food security and promote environmental sustainability, which has led to a transformative period in agriculture. Our time period has seen many novel technologies that have provided effective solutions to address the ever-concerning environmental impact of agriculture while still ensuring industry growth. The development and spread of use of these new emerging agricultural technologies will be particularly impactful for the 475 small farms scattered all around the world.
Thank you, Carl, for that wonderful piece of information. Now, moving on. All technologies that are used in agriculture are based on the philosophy of permaculture that seeks to create sustainable and self-sufficient ecosystems by imitating the principles and the overall process of natural ecosystems on their own farms. So basically, it's all about imitating what nature already functions as. So this approach is rooted in principles that promote environmental stewardship, resource efficiency, and our resilience to change. Especially now, in light of the challenges posed by the limited resources here on Earth and climate change, we must accept the importance of new technology in enhancing our agricultural productivity globally. Now moving on to Carl for the specific technologies that we use in agriculture. Thank you.
Now, renewable energy is an excellent alternative to non-renewable fossil fuels that can damage our ozone layer. It is even more important to note that it can replenish itself, which means we can rely on it for essentially as long as we want to. Solar energy generated from solar panels can be used to operate surrounding farm machinery, lighting, and even water pumps. Wind turbines require even less land to construct, leading to less land degradation, and can be used to pump water for farm irrigation to assist in crop production. Biotechnology is another breakthrough in agriculture that encompasses the research and development of genetically modified crops with enhanced traits beneficial to us. These include modifications such as resistance to drought, resistance to pests, improved crop yield, and greater tolerance to harsher climates. High-yielding variants are also observed to require less water, fewer inputs, and reduce plowing, thereby boosting agricultural efficiency and sustainability. And with all of that in mind, biotechnology also allows for the research and production of biopesticides and other beneficial agricultural products, contributing to resource conservation and overall resilience to climate change.
Now, moving on to this new invention that was recently made, all thanks to the invention of computational technology and geographical location devices, which allowed for advancements in acquiring information, or more precisely, more specific information down to the last decimal, because whether you want to know if the surrounding area is suited for farming or where your resources can be most utilized on your farmland or your plot, that is the power of precision technology. Now, precision technology can be used to evaluate your crop conditions much faster than traditional methods can ever be. And even closely related, precision technology like input application or harvesting technology can then quickly respond to reduce any wasted crops or any other waste that can happen in advance, all thanks to precision technology. And the last one that we would like to show to you, our audience, is the overall automation that was made possible by the invention of robotics. Because in terms of agriculture, these are self-driving tractors that you see, robotic harvesters, and automatic seeding and watering robots that help life in that farm or all over the farms globally easier for any farmer that will ever use them. Because automated machines can be used to apply, for example, pesticides in a focused manner instead of haphazardly spraying them from a tractor by hand, hoping to get any pests that the eye can see. By using automated machines, not only will the results be clearer and more impactful, but human health will also improve as a bonus, as of course workers are not exposed to the pesticides. So that is the wonders of technology to us. To end, these innovations are crucial for modernizing farming operations all around the world. Even though their potential remains untapped in developing nations like ours here in the Philippines, these newly emerging technologies revolutionize the way we practice the cultivation of our soil, the growing of our multiple crops, and raising our livestock for our own benefit. This is all for the sake of a sustainable future that encourages the profits of the agricultural industry, the people who are involved, and the state of our planet as a whole. We are Team DDS. Thank you for watching.